Hello learner, my name is Dr. Balam Singh Dafoti, working as an assistant professor in School of Computer Science and IT, Uttarakhand Open University, Haldwani. So learner, after going through this video lecture, you will able to learn about the cybercrime, about the types of cybercrime. Under the types of cybercrime, you will learn about malware, phishing, denial of service attack, that is also known as DOS attack, man in the middle attack, and drive-by download attacks. So learner, when the internet was born around 1960s, where its access was limited to few scientists, researchers, and defense staff only. Initially, the computer crime was only confined to making a physical damage to the computer and related infrastructure. Around 1980s, the trend changed from causing the physical damaging to computer to making a computer malfunction using malicious code called virus. Till then, the effect was not so widespread because internet was only confined to defense setups, large international companies, and research communities, right? So in 1996, when the internet was launched for public, it immediately became popular among the masses, and they slowly become dependent on it to an extent that it have changed their lifestyle, right? So the GUI were written so well that the user don't have to bother how the internet was functioning, right? So they have to simply make a few click over the hyperlinks or type desired information at the desired place without bothering where the data is stored and how it is sent over the internet, or whether the data can access by another person who is connected to the internet, or whether the data packet sent over the internet can be snooped and tampered. The focus of the computer crime shifted from merely damaging the computer or destroying or manipulating data for personal benefit to the financial crime. The computer attacks are increasing at rapid pace. Every second, around 25 computers become victims to cyber attacks, and around 800 million individuals are affected it till 2013. CERT India have reported around 3,08,371 Indian websites to be hacked between 2011 to 2013. It also estimated that around $160 millions are lost per year due to the cybercrime. The figure is very conservative and most of the cases are never reported. According to the 2013 to 2014 report of the Standing Committee on Information Technology to the 15th Lok Sabha by Ministry of Communication and Information Technology, India is the third largest number to internet users throughout the world, with an estimated 100 million internet users as on June 2011, and the number are growing rapidly. There are around 22 million broadband connections in India till date, operated by around 134 major internet service providers. So what is cybercrime? So learner, let's start with the definition. What exactly cybercrime? Cybercrime refers to an criminal conduct committed with the aid of computer or other electronic equipment connected to the internet, right? So cybercrime committed by individual or small group of people with little technological knowledge, as well as highly organized worldwide criminal groups with relatively talented developers and specialists can engage in cybercrime. So reason for commission of cybercrimes. So learner, there are many regions which act as a catalyst in the growth of cybercrime. Some of the prominent reasons are: number one, money. People are motivated towards committing cybercrime is to make quick and easy money. Number second, revenge. Some people try to take revenge with other person, organization, society, caste or religion by defaming its reputation or bringing economical or physical loss. This comes under the category of cyber terrorism, right? So, number third is fun. The amateur do cybercrime for fun. They just want to test the latest tool they have encountered. Number four, recognition. It is considered to be a pride if someone hacked the highly secured network like defense sites or networks. Number fifth is anonymity. Many times the anonymity that a cyberspace provides motivates the person to commit cybercrime, as it is much easy to commit a cybercrime over the cyberspace and remain anonymous as compared to the real world. So it is much it is much easier to get away with criminal activity in a cyber world than the real world. There is a strong sense of anonymity than can draw otherwise respectable citizen to abandon their ethics in pursuit personal gain. Number six is cyber espionage. At times, the government itself is motivated in cyber trespassing to keep eye on other person, networks, or country. The region could be politically, economically, socially motivated. So next is the types of cybercrime. So Leonard, there are various types of cybercrimes, namely malware, phishing, denial of services, that is known as DOS attack, man in the middle attack, and drive-by download attacks. So let's talk about the first type of attack is malware. So malware is a broad phrase that encompasses a wide range of cyber attacks such as Trojan, viruses, and worm. Malware is simply described as code written to steal data or destroy things on computer. Malware is any piece of software that is designed with the intent to damage, distract, or gain unauthorized access to our device. So malware stands for malicious software, right? And it is designed to gain access or install into the computer without the permission of the user. They perform unwanted tasks in the host computer for the benefit of third party. There is a full range of malware which can seriously degrade the performance of the host machine. There is a full range of malware which are simply written to destroy, annoy the user, to the complex ones which capture the sensitive data from the host machine and send it to remote servers. So there are various types of malware present in the internet. Some of the popular ones are virus, worms, Trojan, adware, spyware, browser hacking software, and scareware. So the first type of malware is virus. So virus, like just their biological namesakes, attach themselves to clean files and infect other clean files, and they can spread uncontrollably, causing damage to the core functionality as well as deleting and corrupting files. A virus is a malicious code written to damage, harms the computer by deleting or appending a file, occupy memory space of the computer by replicating the copy of code, slow down the performance of the computer, format the host machine, etc. It can be spread by email attachment, pen drive, digital images, e-greetings, audio or video clips, and etc. A virus may be present in computer, but it cannot activate it itself without the human intervention. Until and unless the executable file .exe is executed, a virus cannot be activated in the host machine, right? So the next malware attack is worm. Worm use the network interface to infect a whole network of devices, either locally or via internet. It infects more machine with each successive infected machine. They are a class of virus which can replicate themselves. They are different from the virus by the fact that they does not require human intervention to travel over the network and spread from the infected machine to the whole network. Worms can spread either through network using the loopholes of the operating system or via email. The replication of spreading of the worm over the network consumes the network resources like space, bandwidth, and force the network to choke. The next type of malware is Trojan. So this type of malware is masquerades as legitimate software that can be hacked. It prefers to function invisibly and creates security backdoors that allow other viruses to enter the system. Because it looks trustworthy, user download it. Trojan horses is a malicious code that is installed in the host machine by pretending to the useful software. The user clicks on the link or download the file which pretends to be a useful file or software from legitimate sources. It not only damages the host computer by manipulating the data but also creates a backdoor in the computer so that it could be controlled by a remote computer. It can become a part of botnet, a network of computers which are infected by malicious code and controlled by central computer. The computers of this network which are infected by malicious code are known as zombies. So, Trojan neither infect other computers in the network nor do they replicate. So next one is the adware. It is a special type of malware which is used for forced advertising. They either redirect the page to some advertising page or pop up an additional page which promotes some product or event. These adware are financially supported by the other organizations whose products are advertised. The next type of malware is spyware. It is a special type of which is installed in the target computer with or without the user permissions, and it designed to steal sensitive information from the target machine. Mostly it gathers the browsing habits of the user and send it to the remote server without the knowledge of the owner of the computer. Most of the time they are downloaded into the host computer while downloading freeware. Free application programs from the internet. Spywares may be of various types. It can keep tracks of cookies of the host computer. It can act as a keylogger. It can act as a keylogger to snip the banking password and sensitive information, etc. So next one is the browser hijacking software. So there is some malicious software which are downloaded along with the free software offered over the internet and installed in the host computer without the knowledge of the user. This software modifies the browser settings and redirect links to other unintentional sites. So next one is the scareware. So learner, internet has changed how we talk, shop, play, etc. It has even changed the way how the criminal target the people for ransom. While surfing the internet, suddenly a pop-up alert appear in the screen, which warns the presence of dangerous virus, spywares, etc. in the user's computer. So the next type of cyber attack is phishing. So phishing is frequently poses as a request for information from reputable third party. Phishing emails are sent to consumers and invite them to click on a link and enter their personal information. It is a process of acquiring personal and sensitive information of an individual via email by discussing as a trustworthy entity in electronic communication. The purpose of phishing is identity theft and personal information like username, password, and credit card number, etc. may be used to steal money from user's account. If a telephone is used as a medium for identity theft, is known as phishing, also known as voice phishing. Another form of phishing is smishing, in which SMS is used to lure customers. In recent years, phishing emails have become much more complex, making it possible, making it impossible for some people to distinguish between a real request for information and fraudulent one. Phishing emails are sometimes lumped in with spam, but they are more dangerous than simple advertisement. So learner, phishing consists of 5 steps. The first step is preparation, second step is setup, third step is carry out, fourth step is recording data, and fifth step is identity theft. The first step in phishing is preparation or planning setup. The phisher must decide which businesses to target and how to obtain email addresses from those businesses customers. And second step is setup. After deciding which form to intimate and who their victim will be there, within the setup process, the phisher create communication to distribute them and collect data. The third phase of phishing is carry out. Carry out is the attack most of people are familiar. The phisher sends bogus messages that appears to be from reputable sources. The fourth step is setup. The fourth step is recording the data or data collection. The phisher keeps tracks of information the victim enter into website or pop-up window. The last step of identity theft and fraud. The phisher use the information they collect to make fraudulent transactions, and up to a quarter of victims never recover from phishing attack. The next type of attack is DOS, that is known as denial of services. It is a cyber attack in which the network is choked and often collapsed by flooding it with useless traffic and thus preventing the legitimate network traffic. DOS attack can be carried out in a variety of methods, but the most common is distributed denial of service attack. A denial of service attack is a cyber attack that aims to make a computer or service unavailable to its intended users. A distributed denial of service attack is a specific type of DOS attack that utilizes multiple compromised systems, often forming a botnet to overload the target. This makes the target system this makes the target system unresponsive and unavailable to legitimate users. A DOS attack, as the name implies, aims to disturb network securities or services. Attacker sends a large amount of data or traffic through the network until it becomes overloaded and failed. DOS attack can be carried out in several ways. The most common, which is distributed denial service attack. The attacker sends traffic and data overload the system by utilizing multiple machines. In many cases, the person may be unaware his or her computer has been hijacked. The next type of attack is man in the middle attack. The man in the middle attack can be obtain information from the end user and the entity with which he or she communicating by impersonating the endpoints in online information exchange. The main the sorry the man in the middle attack would receive all the information transferred between both parties, which could include sensitive data such as bank accounts and personal information. So learner, by impersonating the endpoints is an online information exchange. The man in the middle attack can obtain information from the end user and the entity he or she communicating with. For example, if you are banking online, then man in the middle would communicate with you by impersonating your bank and communicate with the bank by impersonating you. The man in the middle attack would then receive all the information transferred between both parties, which could include sensitive data such as bank accounts and personal information. The next type of attack is drive-by download attack. Where you have clicked to accept a download or install a software update in order to become infected. Now just opening compromised web page could allow dangerous code to install in your device. You just need to visit or drive by a web page without stopping or to click accept any software. Add the malicious code can download it in the background to your device. A drive-by download refers to the unintentional download of a virus or malicious software into your computer or a mobile device. A drive-by download will usually take an advantage or exploit a browser or app or operating system that is out of date and has a security flaws in initial code that is downloaded. It is often very small, and since this job is often simply to contact another computer where it can pull down the rest of the code into your smartphone, tablet or other computers. Often a web page will contain several different types of malicious code in hopes that one of them will match a weakness on your computer, right? So how does this exactly works? First, well, first off, visit the site. First you visit the site, and during the three-way handshake connections of TCP/IP protocol, a background script is triggered as soon as the connection is made via the last ACK packet is sent. A download is also triggered and malware is basically injected into your system. Now the best advice I can share about avoiding drive-by download is to avoid visiting websites that could be considered dangerous, or malicious. This include adult content, file sharing, websites, or anything that offers you a free trip. Now some other tips to stay protect to now some other tips to stay protected include keep your internet browser and operating system up to date. Use a safe search protocol that warns you when you navigate a malicious site, and use comprehensive security software on all your devices like McAfee, All Access, and keeping it up to date. So, learner, this is all about cybercrime and the types of cybercrime. That's it. Thank you.